All right, dude. So, okay.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I just felt like I needed to start somewhere.
Okay.
So okay. So this is like the closest to back-to-back recording that we've had in like ages.
Yeah, it is, because it kind of is technically. Well, back to back, because we used to record twice in a day.
God, that was so brutal. How did we do that?
It wasn't that bad. It was just a long day, that's all. But as long as we dedicated that whole day to an ed, it wasn't that bad. The thing that made it worse was after we recorded those 2 episodes, then you would work on clips and I would work on editing it. That's what made it brutal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The talking part wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I'd like to think. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we could sit here and talk for a couple hours and it would not be too big of a deal.
No, not at all. Well, at least we got to have lunch.
Yeah, that's true. We did
Lunch
kind of
breaks were fun.
Yeah. That was really cool. I do kind of miss those days a little bit, but also like laying on the ground and just like going through episodes.
If we had like an office, like a better thing, like maybe you had a desk instead of you just laying on the ground and looking at a TV, that may be better.
Yeah.
That probably would have been a bit more of a better environment to work in,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. But welcome everybody to An Education Station, by the way. Episode, I believe, 88 this time.
You did my intro. No, I'm just playing.
I thought I was even. Wait, who's even?
You started the first episode, I started the second episode. I'm even numbers, you're odd numbers.
Okay, Zach, go.
Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to An Education Station. Of course, my name is Zach. I'm here with my buddy Arthur.
Hello.
I got distracted. We went into conversation.
No, it's okay, because we're trying to do this whole new thing. I thought did I start last episode?
You did, yeah.
I should know this. I literally rendered the last episode last night. I don't know. I don't know these things. Okay, I'm odd numbers.
I'm even.
Okay, gotcha. I'm wearing my Amelia shirt. It's been so long since I've worn this. I love this shirt, but I never wear it.
I'm just wearing a shirt that says I smile because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is very symbolic of like how my brain works.
That's fair, yes. And I'm wearing this shirt even though Amelia isn't my favorite girl. It's Rem, actually, because I'm a normie, but that's okay.
How dare you?
How dare you? You don't even read the novels? I don't, I'm sorry, but I enjoyed Rem. Anyways, today is a very chill day because I'm super tired. I was up during normal people hours yesterday. And by normal people hours, I mean 10 a.m. So, and then all the way to around like midnight-ish because, you know, Thanksgiving, although this episode would have been well past Thanksgiving at this point. But, you know, it's all right. But we're closer to Christmas.
Christmas.
We're close to Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Mm-hmm. Are you thinking of presents to give? Or during this Black Friday time, opportune time to buy things for Christmas?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm really trying to be smart about spending a shit ton of money, just because, you know, I'm still kind of like in a weird limbo state of like not making money.
Don't worry, me too.
You're like relatable. But yeah, I am definitely looking around, looking at what I should get people. And it's really funny. I saw a clip, and I don't know if you know who Bert Kreischer is.
I do not.
So he's a comedian. He tells a bunch of really funny stories, and he is like my textbook definition of if I was to do comedy, I would probably do it like him. And so him and his friend Tom Segura, who you probably also don't know, they do a podcast called Two Bears, One Cave. And so on one of their more recent episodes, there was a clip that was floating around of Tom buying Bert a teacup set for his birthday, but the teacup set was owned by Adolf Hitler.
That's great.
And so, you know, that just made my creativity go absolutely wild, just because like the best kind of gifts to give people are gifts that they can't keep.
Wow, what a sentence. I didn't think, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can agree with that, Zach. But that's kind of funny. I like that.
So I guess for some context with them is they would just kind of one up each other every Christmas or for each of their birthdays. And so it had gotten to a point where like they had bought like a jet ski, a supercar, like it got like pretty gnarly. And so they kind of got to a point where they're like, let's bring it back down to reality a little bit. And so, you know, now they're just buying things that are like very hard to come by. And like Tom literally had to buy this teacup set off of the black market.
Yeah, I would imagine. I was surprised such a thing even existed still. Like, why would anybody care? Adolf Hitler's teapot set.
Yeah,
like his, like the one he used or one he made.
So one that he used in his vacation home.
Dude, who the fuck is keeping what? Dude, humans are weird. What the fuck?
I know.
What? And then Barack Obama, he came to our vacation hut, and so after he left, naturally I went in and I took the toilet seat and I keep it. You know, like what the fuck? Well,
I think,
and you know how much money that would fucking sell for? I want to buy a toilet seat. Come on, man. What the fuck? Look, I know I'm a weeb and I get there's some weird shit in our community, but what the fuck? Adolf Hitler's teacup set? It's not weird. It's just random.
Yeah.
That such a thing exists. How can you validate its validity?
So the
he signed it.
well, I mean, of course, it was made in Germany, duh. But also there was kind of like a story they could trace it back, and the person who bought the teacup set for him was his interior designer. And so after he had, you know, gone in and 1945'd himself, like died.
Yep, as one does.
As one might. So his interior designer ended up keeping the teacup set, and then after she passed away, it got sent to somebody, and then it was sold to somebody else, and then somebody else, and then to Tom.
Yeah, I guess you can track transactions. That's how things go. That's how that works. That's fair.
I mean, it's not really a transaction that you would want to like keep track of.
Oh man.
You're like, yes.
I don't know, man. They're trying to cancel him even more than he's been canceled.
I mean, he canceled himself, so
exactly, like, from life. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh,
that was distasteful. I apologize.
Is this going to be the tone of the episode?
No. Let's bring it more back. So, I don't even know if I should mention what presents I got, but I gave my parents presents. I mentioned before I'm not a present person. Yeah. Is it because I'm a bad human being? Probably, but I'm just not good at giving gifts because I'm bad at gift ideas.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person who would just like I know I'm a hypocrite, but in the past couple of years I've just kind of given my family and the younger kids and stuff just money. And I know that's stupid, and that goes against what I believe in. But I also am just not good at gift ideas.
Weren't we just talking about this last episode?
Were we?
Yeah.
But we're talking about because Black Friday is here now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about, first of all, I've also spent a lot of money on myself, and I'm super stupid about it. But I just worked last week, like all week. So I was like, well, fuck it, why not? Let's splurge a little bit because I've been maintaining myself for like a couple months now. So why not have a little bit of fun?
Yeah, for sure.
So I bought a couple things. I bought a nice hoodie, not I want to say expensive, like for you and I, but not expensive. Like, oh, come on now, it's not
like,
$1,000. Come on now,
like $80.
It was $80. That's pretty expensive for a hoodie,
bro. That makes no damn sense, honestly.
It's like a really good high quality hoodie. My buddy Divinity. I guess I don't necessarily know if he owns this company, but this organization called Crown, Crowns, Paper Crowns, and they're a VFX house essentially. Well, I wouldn't say a VFX house, but more like an organization of which they make VFX and motion graphics and stuff, and they do awesome things, and it's very cool what they do. And they dropped a merch line.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I was like, they dropped it, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy it. Sure. Give her a go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice looking hood. I mean, it's not like I made merch. Can one bag my merch, please? No, it's really nice. So I was like, sure, why not? I mean, it's hoodie season,
Yeah.
So why not? A lot of my hoodies, ironically, have gotten smaller. Is it because I've grown? Is it because I've bulked up? No, it's because they fucking shrank. So now I have to think about new hoodies to get. So I was like, oh, why not? You know.
Bro, I'm in the exact same boat right now.
Dude, why do clothes shrink, Zach? What is this?
Fucking cotton.
Fucking cotton. I learned. To my understanding, it's the dryer.
It is the dryer.
It's the dryer. So I've begun to think, should I just fucking air dry my? Oh, but that'd be so much a hassle. But then I don't leave my house that much anyways. But then like, I don't know, man, because I think the first time it happened like really bad, you know, when you buy something like new. And you know it's going to be oversized, or you know it's going to shrink, so you buy oversized, right? Mm-hmm. This time around, I bought a large hoodie, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this shirt I got here is imported from Japan, right? Through Ami. Not a sponsor, but Ami is a great site for Japan, they are a Japanese anime vendor store thing, right? And they have an English version you can ship it, you know, right? Mm-hmm. I bought this shirt a while ago. And it's an X large, and it's kind of big, but it's not too bad. I would consider it, yeah, it's kind of baggy on me. I could probably wear a large if a large existed, but I got an X large. I think. Wait, maybe I'm crazy. Let me just look at the back of the tag and I can't see. Yeah, let's just say this isn't a large, because I'm pretty sure this is. Let's say this is a large. Large, not X large, just large, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not too bad, because I know in the East, like in the Asian clothes measurements are a lot smaller, like a lot smaller. I know this. I still shot my shot at a large, and I also bought a large t-shirt, and that was fine too. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to buy another hoodie from the same store, and I'll buy a large. And I bought this hoodie, Zach. This shit was fucking tiny. I was like,
this is why we can't have nice things.
I was like, man. And it's a nice shirt, or it's a nice hoodie too. It's a merch thing from a VTuber I watched. I'm like, cool. And I got it in, and it was kind of fine, and then I threw it in the washer, and then I threw it in the dryer, and then that shit was fucking tiny, Zach. And I'm like, man, I was so upset because it was a nice hoodie. And I looked up on YouTube, I looked how to enlarge your hoodie and all these things. You put it into like some warm water and you put conditioner in it to soften the fabrics or whatever. All this type of shit. And now it didn't help. Maybe it scientifically would have worked. Maybe I did it wrong. But now my hoodie is still small, and now it smells like conditioner. I don't know, man. So I'm afraid of always buying new things from the Japan stores. But, you know, just, I guess at this point I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just buy an X large. It'll just be big. I don't give a fuck anymore.
It'll be large.
It'll be large. Or just anywhere, honestly.
Yeah. It's funny because I wear large shirts, but lately I've been wearing a lot of extra large shirts because my dad went through and was trying to get rid of a bunch of shirts that he doesn't wear anymore, and he wears an extra large. And so I ended up just kind of going through and taking a bunch of his shirts, and so I've been wearing them all the time. Like this shirt I did not buy. This is actually my cousin's shirt that I stole probably like 3 years ago. But yeah, I started wearing, you know, looser fit clothes, and then I'll go and wear like my shirts, and it just feels weird now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I have some medium shirts I wear still, but I mainly wear large. Although I'm in a limbo between medium and large.
Yeah.
So it's like one or the other will work. Medium is like kind of small, like it's kind of tight around the torso, and then large is like it's fine, but it's just a little baggy.
Yeah.
And then X large is like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's whatever. But I've been, you know, I enjoy a baggier shirt. Honestly, I'll be honest. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily. Maybe if I was like you know, buff and shit, then I would wear a medium shirt so I can just rip, you know, just show my muscles, you know, wherever I walk. But even if I do wear a medium and it does grip tight, I mean, it's whatever. But I've been enjoying a looser fit, especially after I got the IME shirt, the white T-shirt, the really big one, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of big on me, but it's nice. Honestly, it feels nice. I get fucked with it, and I always buy hoodies. I buy large or extra large. These days, extra large often because I enjoy the baggy hoodie as well. Yeah. So oversized has kind of been I've noticed it has been a thing too recently. Anyways, people are fucking with the oversized shirts and such. You know, kind of going back to that. And I'm like, ooh, fun.
Do you remember the days of like the skin tight Abercrombie and Fitch days?
Yeah. Yeah, those weren't good days.
No, they were not.
They were not good
days.
And
do you know what makes it so hard is trying to buy clothes for people.
Yeah.
Like my parents have tried really hard to buy me like jeans or like shirts and that kind of stuff. And a lot of the time, unless, well, jeans are just impossible for me to find because
Right.
a brand could be entirely different from another on their sizing. And so with shirts, it's either like you said, it's hit and miss. Like their sizing isn't necessarily exactly the same. And so there will be some large shirts that fit better than, or that are like even bigger than some extra large shirts, which makes no sense.
I know. I mean, I understand that a lot of places, not if you shop physically, it's probably going to be harder to find, but online, I know they have like the actual measurements, like torso, like a chest measurement, shoulder measurement, those type of things, like torso height and all those things. I know that exists, but nobody does that. I don't know my measurements.
You're like, I'm gonna measure my circumference from my belly button.
Yeah, no, like I took a fucking tape measure. You know, you're supposed to have those the rope things, the rope shits, the little strings or whatever the fuck. You know that you can wrap around. I just took like a tape measurement, like, yeah, yeah, that will work.
Yeah.
I had to do that for my Halloween costume. For my Halloween costume, I went for some guy from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Sick.
Very cool, very easy. Black hair, easy peasy, whatever. I just had to buy the costume. It cost like $60. But you know, it was cool. And I was stressing because every single, like, I was shopping on Amazon, so obviously it's gonna be Jake. I know it's gonna be Jake. You're not really supposed to shop for cosplay on Amazon. I know that, but it's whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. But the problem was there's so many different ones, and they all have different sizes and stuff, and they all have the measurements, and every single person's like, oh, it came out too small. Oh, it came out too small. Oh, it came out too small. I'm like, fuck, dude. Shit, I'm sweating. So I found one that had the biggest, quote unquote, biggest sized, and it fit perfectly. I'm like, oh, God. Heart attack averted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was going to return it, and I forgot, so now I still have it. So, I don't know. Oops. Yeah. I don't know. I really wanted to return it, but I don't know. I feel kind of stinky returning clothes.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, especially for like some probably Chinese company that's just facilitating through Amazon. Probably doesn't matter. They probably don't care. But I still feel stinky doing it.
I mean, it depends on if you wore it for like an entire day and then you're like, I'm just going to return that.
Well, I mean, yeah, if I put it on once and I'm like, no, return it. It's whatever, right?
Yeah.
Although usually I think it's more along the lines of like, that's why you go into a fitting room, try it on, figure it out. But if I took these clothes, like, and then I wore it for a day, for an evening, for a night at a party. It's not even dirty necessarily. I even took it off because it was all white. I was like, I took it off. I'm like, do I feel righteous giving them back my sweaty clothes? You know?
I feel that on a spiritual level. Yeah.
Even if it doesn't matter, even if they don't care, do I care, Zach, you know?
Right.
Even if I'm not going to see anybody. This is from Amazon. I just put it back in a bag and ship it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry,
just
people are blowing up my phone.
That's okay, Zach. Good for you. But it's okay. It's all good. Maybe I'll find another time to use the costume. I'll just wear it again. Halloween year 2 again. Fuck it. Why not? Nobody will notice. See, the thing is, right? It's funny because his outfit is like this white shirt with it's kind of not a gi, not like a taekwondo gi, but it's kind of like this kind of Asian, or not Oriental, I don't know, traditional maybe type of white shirt.
Oh, like the white collared shirt?
Yeah, like a collared shirt, the black kind of slacks and stuff. And, you know, it was cool because Bruce Lee wore the same thing and Jackie Chan wore the same thing. So if people came up to me and be like, oh, cool, who are you supposed to be? Oh, I'm this Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen. You're like, what? Oh, and then I changed my hair. Oh, I'm Bruce Lee. Oh, I know Bruce Lee. Hell yeah. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, I'm prepubescent Jackie Chan.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, it's so hard for me to think of things to do for like Halloween and that kind of stuff because I've always been a hippie. Like for probably the last 8 years, I've been a hippie because my oldest brother, he ended up going and doing like a modeling shoot of Halloween costumes, and we ended up finding a hippie costume that he modeled, and so my family bought like 10 of them.
Oh.
And so now
we
we
just have a bunch of hippie costumes.
Yeah. Now we're just a bunch of hippies.
Well, that's not necessarily a normal circumstance, so I get that. Oh, I hate when my brother models as a hippie and we buy 10 of them. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
But
the problem with mine is I don't want to say with the times, it's not right, but the guy from Jujutsu Kaisen, is a character in a movie. Next year, when he's not prevalent, it's not gonna fucking matter.
Yeah.
Unless he shows up in the anime, but I don't know. We'll see. I think that's way later. I don't remember. I don't know how that goes. But
weren't we talking about Black Friday not too long ago?
We were. Yes, because we're trying to figure out presents and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got my dad something. I don't know if I should disclose it in the podcast. Not that he watches it, but I mean he could. So I guess I'll wait. But I just need to figure out something for my mom. I need to figure out something for my brother because, that's what I was mentioning. I'm bad at gifts. Super bad at gifts. So much so that these four are probably the only people I give gifts. And then maybe a couple other family members, but I'm just really bad with gifts. I can't think of any. So this year, honestly, it's kind of like I'm taking, instead of giving everybody little gifts, I'm giving some people bigger gifts.
Yeah.
I'm lowering the scope, but not removing anything. I'm just condensing the scope. I'll see if I can think of anything for the kids and stuff, but I don't know.
What about for me?
Me? You Red Bull, Zach.
Nah, don't worry about it. We could just go hard for the birthdays.
Oh, we'll see. If I can think of something quick, then I got you.
Okay.
But yeah, I got to figure something for my mom. I'm trying not to do something too cheap. I know monetary wise doesn't matter, but I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I bought my dad something really nice, so I may as well get my mom something really nice too. I'm not buying her a fucking Coach purse, but I gotta figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard, dude.
It's very hard. What should I get? For a mother who just turned 50. Not yesterday. A couple days ago.
I have no idea.
Exactly. Exactly. This is my dilemma right now, Zach. And Black Friday week is almost gone. Thank God we've turned Black Friday into just Black Friday week. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck... Do you think people are still camping out on Black Friday?
God, I hope not. I'm sure there are still people who do it.
But is it worth it? I was talking with Brandon, actually, my cousin who we built the computer for. And... he was talking about computer upgrades he can do and stuff. And I was like, oh, well, or he was thinking about it. He was having some problems. And like, oh, well, Black Friday is here, so maybe it's a good time to buy some things. And he was like, oh, cool. And I showed him some CPUs he can get, some GPUs he can get. He found a CPU with a 5800X, which is going to be a great upgrade from his 2200G or 3200G that we gave him.
Oh, God, that's right. That's what we gave him.
That's what we gave him. So yeah, 5800X would be kind of fucking nuts, especially since he plays Valorant, and Valorant is a CPU-intensive game, or a prioritizing game, so that'd be great for him. And then he was looking at the prices. It's about $230 on Amazon. That's really good for 5800X. 8-core, 16 threads, 5th gen. Pretty good. Well, I guess
not bad.
Fourth, nobody cares. And then he goes on to Best Buy, just to kind of see, because he may be going to Best Buy physically with his girlfriend or something like that. And then he checks the price, and it's like $280. $50 more.
What the fuck?
That being said, much lower than his usual asking price that I seem to recall. It came out for like $550, so a lot of money. And then now it hovers around 300-ish. So under 300 is pretty good.
Yeah.
In general for that, whether it's a good sale or not. But yeah, Best Buy, if you were to buy it physically, this is not calling him out, but this is interesting to think about, was more expensive, quite a bit more expensive, than if you were to buy it from Jeffrey Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos.
I don't know. I guess the times just changed, Zach.
It's so weird because when you think about, when I think of Black Friday, I think of the mob of people rushing into, Walmart to go buy their $9.99 plain white T-shirts that are now half off, and people literally moshing in a Walmart, and it was gnarly.
To be fair, that could still be happening right now because today is Black Friday.
Oh, that's true. I don't even know if that's happening. I'm just completely
I know, maybe it
disconnected.
is happening. I am completely disconnected too. I say this because, I mean, I worked at a mall for the last 4 years, and it was still like that. So it's interesting because I wonder if it is different now. But then again, I feel like the last couple Black Fridays were kind of yikes because of garbage.
Garbage.
I don't know. But I do know that people are going back, so perhaps it's back to normal. But again, it's like, I get going to physical stores and stuff, the experience, the supporting, I get that. But at the same time, that's more for normal day things. For Black Friday, if you had to choose between the horde of bulls in Lion King trampling you over,
The buffaloes,
that,
yeah.
or staying at home and scrolling through Amazon, or you sip your Gatorade, I don't know. Pick your poison.
I don't know, man. Both of them sound pretty nice. Yeah, but I was looking on Amazon this morning and just kind of seeing what was there. And yeah, I'm going to be buying a lot of storage.
Yep, storage is it.
I like a lot of storage.
What are we talking? Couple Terry Beats?
Yeah, I think I was going to get a 5 terabyte hard drive and then maybe another 5 terabyte external hard drive.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. The price, I checked the prices, they're really cheap. I didn't see 5 specifically, but 4 terabyte for like $60, $70. That's really fucking good. So, you know, it's a good time to buy storage. And it's lame, but it's just something we got to do. So it's why not do it when it's cheap, you know?
Bro, it sucks. It sucks buying storage because it's one of those things that you really, really don't want to do. You're like, fuck. I would rather buy laundry detergent. I would rather buy $80 worth of laundry detergent than buy fucking storage for my computer, just because it's like, it's so lame. Like, oh, gotta.
That's you, Zach. I like storage. I like that.
Yeah, but also, you know, you have a labyrinth of different storage methods.
I do, yes. I am going to start my NAS, which is why I'm going to be buying a lot of storage this time around.
Wait, your server?
Yeah, my server.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. I'm going to turn that old computer over there into a server. Probably won't be the fastest, but it's be network attached because why not? I'm just thinking about how I want to go about it. There's so many things I don't know. So things like
Linus Tech Tips?
Linus Tech Tips? No, but there's some things that I'm trying to figure out that just honestly, I feel like they're frequently asked questions, but they're not. So maybe I'm stupid. Things like if I buy, let's say, 2 hard drives right now and put it in a server, can I buy another hard drive and just knock it in? Or do I have to wipe everything? Like, do I have to reformat everything? Like,
I would think that you would be able to do that. Well, it would. I'm sure that it would be similar to adding storage to like a regular computer, wouldn't it?
Not if you RAID it, because you're going to be RAID. You're going to be striping these. So basically, you're going to if you have. I'm not a RAID expert. I'm still learning these things, so bear with me. I don't even remember what the numbers are, but let's just say RAID 0. I think it's RAID 0. Is like you have, let's say, 4 drives, and you stripe them, all. And so that they all are basically one big drive. So let's say 4 terabyte drives for 16 terabytes. All right. And you stripe them all for RAID 0. And now it's just one 16 terabyte drive. But not really, because 3 of them are used for whatever so technically 12 terabytes. And you have one more 4 terabyte. I can't bend my pinky like that. One more. Okay, I'm doing like this. 3 of those 4 terabytes, for 12 terabytes that is usable, and then one of those 4 terabytes is a redundancy. So if the homie here breaks, one of 3 breaks, redundancy buddy goes in to save the day, right?
Right.
I believe that's RAID 0. RAID 1 is the one where, let's say you have 2 drives and they're 4 terabytes. You still have 4 terabytes, but they're fast because they are combining together.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Different use cases. I'm not an expert. I probably explained that. Yeah, I probably explained that horribly because I don't know very much about it. But if that's the case, I don't know if I'm able to just hey, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get four 10 terabyte drives, and then later down the line, I'm gonna stick a 10 terabyte in, or another. Wait, what did I say? Four 10 terabyte drives, and then later down the line, I'm gonna stick another 10 terabyte. But those four are already like striped together in their configuration. Is adding one more? Can I just do it? You know what I mean? I don't know if you can do that or not.
Well, okay. Even then, like, even if you just did the 4 10 terabyte drives, that's still 40 terabytes, which
Yes.
is a fucking lot.
So what I'm thinking right now is in my card I have two 12 terabyte drives. And I think because that computer little buddy over there can't even hold that much, I would probably have to buy extra like different drive bays and stuff, and maybe a drive bay converter for the disk optical drive buddy up there. I don't know. I got to figure that out, and I have to figure it out pretty soon because the week is almost over. But yeah, I don't know. I just got to see because I can either okay. Here's a weird thing, right? I kind of want this to be a server that it's going to be attached to my network, and I live at my parents' house, so it's just fuck it, everybody use it. This will just be our home server. Everybody can use it. My parents probably won't use it too much. Alvin may use it a little bit, or my brother Alvin may use it a little bit. But in general, this will just be our home server, so we can put whatever the fuck we want in there. Obviously, I'll use the bulk of it. But let's say I stick those two 12 terabytes in there for 24 terabytes, 24 whopping terabytes. Probably only like 20 usable ones. But then again, if I RAID 0 it, I'll only get 12 terabytes, and the other 12 terabyte will be unusable. So maybe I change it to 3. I don't know. I got to think of these things. Let's just say for now, 12 terabytes in whatever configuration. Later down the line, when I decide to move out, and I want to take my shit with me, I'm gonna be like, well, shit.
Yeah. Then what are you gonna do with, like? I mean,
Their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess I could then build like a little smaller server and then transfer it, which is probably
or
what
you
I'll
could
do.
just build yourself a big Chungus server.
Yeah, and then let them keep 24 terabytes.
I mean, fair enough.
You see, this
Yeah.
is the dilemma I'm facing, and I have a couple more days until Black Friday week is done to figure it out. I'm stressing, Zach.
Oh, and then Cyber Monday.
Yeah, I guess Cyber Monday. Yeah, so a couple. That doesn't make it better, Zach. It's only one extra day to the 4 days, Zach.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. That's a really tricky question, and especially when you're trying to decide, like, oh, is this going to be something that everyone else is going to use, or am I going to be a greedy bastard and am I just going to use it for my own stuff? Which you're not greedy. You're building it yourself for your own purposes. So, like, even having them on there in general is just kind of like, yeah, sure.
Correct.
But yeah, I mean, that makes it such a weird kind of predicament that you put yourself in, because as far as like having it so that they're all striped together and all of that kind of stuff, like that can present its own problems. But then comes the issue of, if you do have to transfer like mass amounts of data, like hundreds if not thousands of gigabytes of stuff on, like, move it to somewhere else, like, that's going to be a fucking pain in the ass, and it'll be the worst.
Yep.
And so there's no way that you're not going to be able to just, like, add to it without, like, killing itself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to. I don't know. I gotta figure. I looked it up, and it's like mixed results.
Also, sorry, my brain took a commercial break for a
It's
second.
okay. I mean, this is some weird technological shit that honestly, it's getting pretty sweaty right now. So much so that I'm speaking about things I don't even know about because I don't even know how to raid yet. So, or do a NAS or any server shit yet. Raid! Shut the fuck up. I just dropped out of my network IT, Zach. I can't do this shit. Well, maybe I can't. It's not that. If it's not gonna follow tutorials, sure. But there's just the extra questions of like, can I add more drives on the line and things like that I just don't know, and nobody's answering my damn questions. And then again, I haven't done incredible, extensive research into it yet, so maybe my question will be answered when I do so. The problem is, I only have a few days to do so. So I'm freaking out.
I mean, here's a
Sorry.
my question would be probably, if you bought the drives now and then just held on to them, because like the second you buy the drives, you don't need to be like, all right, it's server time.
Well, yeah.
You know?
But if they're broken, how would I know?
If the drives are broken?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure that you could test the drives and then just kind of like reformat them and then just be like, okay, this is fine.
Test them where? Where? How?
I mean, you could use that computer.
Yes. Oh, fucking, I'm freaking out.
Well, now you're stressing me out.
I'm stressed out, Zach. I'm stressed out. I ate too much food for Thanksgiving, Zach. I'm stressed out.
I did not.
I need to stress eat. Yeah.
I had chicken and rice for dinner last night.
Nice.
Thanksgiving.
Good.
It was great. So don't worry, my family loves me. It was just that we ended up doing our Thanksgiving dinner a couple weeks ago because we had a bunch of family in town, and it just kind of the timelines lined up that way so that we were able to all have Thanksgiving dinner as a great big happy family.
Mm-hmm.
So on Thanksgiving yesterday, we just kind of had a low-key just family dinner, chicken and rice. It was really good.
Well, there you go.
And I mean, it was American chicken and rice, but
it's fine. It's chicken and rice. It's fine. Just no soy sauce. It's the only difference.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's literally the only difference.
Asian cuisine. You're like, oh, do you want to go to this Asian restaurant? Do they have soy sauce?
Yes, that's what makes it an Asian restaurant. I drink that shit from the bottle, Zach. Come on now. Maybe that's why I'm balding. Yeah.
This isn't a rock star. This is soy sauce.
I think a lot about how some people are like, oh, why do you use a lot of soy sauce? It's so much sodium. It's literally just salt in a bottle. And then I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? As I'm slamming my third fucking bottle, like, shut the fuck up,
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Tell me what to do.
No. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh, I've begun to kind of go into the sandwich life. I've been making sandwiches, nothing crazy. Don't freak out. Just like turkey, ham. We ran out of lettuce, but if we did lettuce,
soy sauce.
No, I'm trying to wash my sodium. But then that's ironic after I just said what I said. but and then an egg. I've learned I fucking suck at cooking eggs, Zach.
Oh, dude, I also suck at cooking eggs.
I suck, and it's scary because it like crackles and pops in the pan. I'm like,
Dude, okay, so for the longest time, I had like an irrational fear of cooking bacon just because I've gotten the shit burned out of me by bacon grease.
Are you kidding me? I have a rational fear of just cooking in general and hot things in general. Boiling water, crackling pots and pans and stuff. I have an irrational fear of hot things. Not spicy, hot things.
Like burn your finger hot.
One time, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off in your irrational fear of bacon, right? But one time when I was working at a restaurant, so this restaurant served pho, which is
you told me about this. The pho pot.
The pho pot, yes. Yeah. The pho pot was hot as fucking shit. And well, why don't you just turn the fucking stove off? I would turn the fucking stove off if the dial also wasn't hot as shit. But it's also hot as shit. Why is the dial hot as shit?
It's made out of metal.
It's made out of metal. And it's right next to the heat. Arthur, why don't you just take a towel? I'm freaking out. I'm 19. No, I wasn't. I was 18. No, I was 17 actually, because I didn't graduate yet. I'm freaking out, Zach. My hormones are kicking in. I'm scared, and I'm anxious. So ever since that day, I'm like, I don't like hot things. Hot things are scary. I do not have the nerve damage of a chef. I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember the conversation we had with Jackson last time he was on.
Can't do it. I don't know. He's a psychopath.
I worry about him sometimes, but
well, he does like welding and shit, so obviously his heat tolerance and it's just pain tolerance through the roof. You just got to be confident. If you're working with shit like that, you have to be. As the machinist, you got to be confident.
Yeah.
You ever see a machinist just working shit and they're just grabbing like dangerous tools and just flailing them around like it's nunchucks? They don't actually do that, but in my head canon, that's what I imagine they're doing.
Yeah.
Like monkeys. Except with welding guns.
like monkeys, but with heavy machinery.
It's like, this is a welding gun. Oh, fuck you, John. Get fucked, Bert.
I've seen a video of someone who welded their coworkers' steel toe boots to a table. Like, that's so funny.
It is pretty funny.
I feel like I'm need to like backpedal because we end up going off the rails and then the rails end up going off the rails.
Yeah, I don't know what to get for my brother or my mom for Black Friday. My brother, I want to get him probably something related to anime things, but problem is lately he's been buying them himself.
Rude.
Well, I mean, it's fine, but now I don't know what he's already bought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just like, oh shit. Well, I know what he would probably like, but I'm like, he probably already fucking bought it, and now I'm stressed.
Now you're doubly stressed.
Now I'm double stressed. I need a stress eat after this, Zach.
I need an egg.
I'm day drinking at Applebee's, Zach. I'm stressed.
Do they have sake at Applebee's?
No. Maybe, but they're probably shit. I don't know.
I've never had sake. I want to.
It's okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like gonna knock your socks off, but it's okay. It's very potent, very alcoholic.
That's
a lot of
what we like
alcoholics. Yeah.
Yeah, for me buying gifts for other people, I'm usually kind of the worst about it just because I'm just not creative in that way.
You aren't? Zach, you know
No.
how much brain power it took for me to give you a tub of G Fuel last time? You know how much brain power it took? It took every single fiber, muscle, cum in my body to figure that out, Zach. And it ended up being G Fuel. And it was fine. It worked, but I was like, fuck, dude. Whew. I'm gonna take a nap after that one. Fuck. Jesus.
It's okay. I'm not worried.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But I know it's this double-edged sword of like, as long as the thought it's a thought that counts, but I don't even know. I don't have the thought in the first place. So I'm trying to figure out what this thought even is. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just bad at things. Like the present I got from my dad was so coincidentally like perfect that it lined up, and I happened to think of it. I was like, okay, thank God. Because otherwise, if it wasn't this, I have no fucking clue what it would have been, Zach.
Yeah.
I don't have a plan B. I don't even have a plan A. I have a plan Omega.
I have a plan? Question mark? It's not plan A or plan B. It's plan plan question mark?
Plan question mark? Plan 0.5A.
Plan ampersand.
Ampersand. Basically. And that's my dilemma right now, Zach.
Plan percent.
No Usher. Wait, that's not... R. Kelly. Who the fuck? Nelly.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, Zach. Say your piece. I know you're frustrated right now.
My brain
You're so
is just
angry right now. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You're looking for the water hole inside this oasis and in this desert that is this thought process. And I need you to find it.
and I'm also a little bit stressed because for some reason now is the time that everyone's trying to get a hold of me. Like my phone's been buzzing the entire time.
Is it urgent?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't think so. But like it's stressing me out because like
Alright.
I want to be here. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you want to check it while I talk?
Yeah.
All right, then I will talk. And then you can check your phone like a bad streamer.
Listen, all right.
Check your phone. Do it now. Do it now. Good. Yep. There we go. Camera's on me now. So basically, right, I got this monofigure and I can't find a jar that's big enough to put the monofigure in. And I'm having this dilemma right now of how am I going to find a jar? Or maybe I can use like a drum barrel? I'm not sure. But then I wouldn't be able to see through it. And that would kind of defeat the purpose of getting a jar for my figure. But as a 1/7 figure, 1/7 figure is really big. So I don't know if I could find a jar for it. I tried to look on Amazon. Maybe Jeff Bezos has a big enough jar for it.
Wait, what the fuck?
Is there a problem, Zach?
No, none of it was
Okay,
urgent.
I'm glad. Okay.
Anyway, so let's backpedal away from whatever the fuck you were just talking about. Yeah, so like when I buy
Maybe like a Tupperware.
No.
Oh, Zach, you poor human being. Oh man, you silly novice weeb.
So when I'm looking for gifts for people,
Mm-hmm.
it's either like it works out perfectly or I am just totally grabbing at straws.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Yeah, it's either like it lines up perfectly, like the anime figures that I got for you, like that just kind of lined up perfectly. Or it's just a fucking shot in the dark, and I'm just like, I don't know. And also, it doesn't help that I'm poor. So
Right, exactly. This year is kind of rough for whenever I finally decided to get presents, and now I don't have a job. This is unfortunate timing, but it should be okay. Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. The one thing I'm thinking of is like for my brother, I can have a figure or something like that. But like I said, I don't know what I can get for him. So maybe I'll just like have him just bring him to like one of those the anime stores I mentioned before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that could be fun. That's all I got. Because some of the figures I feel like I know he would like. If as long as he doesn't buy it, they're pre-order, so they're not going to come by December anyways. Fuck. So yeah, but otherwise, I'm not sure. I don't know. Things to figure out. I would like to get at least a present for my intermediate family ? Is that the right word? The family of which
Immediate.
is within immediate family of which is in this household. I don't know what to get my grandparents. Maybe just scratch cards. They love scratch cards.
Buy them a gift card for Alani or Ailene.
Maybe is that a thing? I guess that would make sense. It would be a thing. Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. How far would $20? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I've been to Illinois. I should know this answer.
I've never been to Ailene.
Yeah, it's okay. I applied for a job there and they canceled me, so now I can say that.
Fucking rude.
Rude, I know, right? I want to be their electrician, Zach.
I wanted to be their electrician.
No, not electrician. They're technician for audio-visual things. Audio jungle.
Oh.
Audio jungle.
A jungle.
Audio jungle.
For
Audio jungle. I'm losing my mind.
Dude,
I don't know.
feel that.
I'm trying to figure. I don't know, man. I need to ask some people because time is running out. I only have 4 days. After this, I have to go babysit, and I'm like, oh man, it'll be cool. But yeah, honestly, the last couple of weeks have been really hectic for me. And like I said in the previous episode, it's kind of fun in a way to just have so many things to do, but I'm also stressing out. And right now, I believe I'm on one of my last dentist trips. I think I mentioned I'm going to my friend's for a dentist thing. Did I mention that?
No, you didn't.
I have not. Okay. So my friend, she's going for dentistry things, right? Whatever that is. Dentist. Yeah, just dentistry, I guess, right?
As like a dental assistant or like
No,
as
like
a dentist?
like as a dentist.
Oh.
Which is cool. And I learned that it's actually really competitive, like to be a dentist. Let me explain. You would think that they really want to occupy these roles as much as possible in the medical field, right? Which is probably true, and you probably have more say of it than I do. But as far as the dentistry area, this is to my understanding. She says that she has to have like a total of an X amount of patients. I don't remember what this number X is, but it's a lot of patients that aren't family members. And I'm like, oh, damn. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta have it before I graduate. And I'm like, damn. So motherfuckers in a dentistry, like a bunch of dentist students are just hustling to get strangers to perform dentistry on. And I'm like, damn.
They're like, hey, yo, let me clean your teeth,
Let me clean your
dog.
teeth, dog. And it's not just that. It's like not just a cleaning. It's everything. So it's a multi-day process, which makes it even harder because they have to cover everything because it's basically like their test, right? They have to, well, of course, clean, and then they have to perform x-rays, different types of x-rays, hit some sort of check marks based on the person's teeth category. Like they need to attend to good people with good teeth, people with bad teeth at different levels. You need to educate the person, meet goals. And I'm like, God damn. But then I get it, right? Because it would probably be it would probably be best. Whoa, that it would probably be best, right? if of a dentist going into an actual dentist office and working on actual people would work on, let's say, 100 people already, and have that 100 people experience,
Yeah.
right? So I get it in a way, but goddamn, it is competitive. I didn't realize dentistry was a tournament.
Not gonna lie, I do need to get my teeth cleaned.
Yeah, 6 months. Every 6 months.
Every 6 months?
You didn't know that?
No.
You're supposed to get it cleaned every 6 months. I'm just kidding. It's whatever. I'm not a dentist, but you know, will be. I've already gone. I think 4 or 5 times now. So I hope.
Are you paying for it?
I'm paying for it. Yeah, but it's not a whole lot. Less than $100 for like the whole thing. Not just cleaning. So it's not too bad. I mean, I'm under my parents' insurance, but the insurance doesn't cover this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm helping out a friend, so it's whatever. I don't care. But it's not too bad. It's chill. It just gets really long-winded, and it's kind of boring. And sometimes we're just waiting because oftentimes the reason why we're waiting is because let's say she finishes cleaning my teeth, right? And now she has to wait for a teacher to come and check her work.
Oh yeah.
And by wait, I mean there's like I saw maybe 4 or 5 teachers max, and this whole room is loaded with students. So I'm just sitting there like, you know, just yep, I'm done, but I gotta wait, you know.
You're like, yep, my teeth are clean.
My teeth are clean. I mean, it's whatever. I get it, you know. But then that makes it really tough to ring people in.
Yeah.
So ring real people in, I guess. So, good best of luck to the dentists out there. I didn't realize it was such a tournament arc. Good luck.
It really is a tournament arc.
It
Holy
literally
shit.
is. I'm gonna be a dentist before you. Get fucked, nerd. I guess race is more like it. But a more better term. It's a race, Gary. It's a race. I would imagine like the hospital doctor thing is the same thing, right? Well, but then actually no, that's a lie. You would just be an assistant and shadow a doctor, right? For like however many, God knows how many hours.
Yeah, so it would be a lot of like internships, externships, a lot of that kind of stuff because yeah, I mean, we had when I was working at the shelter, we had a vet student come in and work with us for a while. And she did a lot of shadowing, and then she also was doing a lot of stuff on her own, just to kind of get that exposure, get that experience, which was really fun. And she was actually there when I got bit by a cat, which was not fun.
The one that you're talking about with Christian? No, that was a dog. Never mind.
That was a dog.
That was a dog.
Yeah. No, that happened like when I first started there. The cat was more recently, but yeah, just spending a lot of time like shadowing, spending a lot of time working hands-on with the assistants and technicians and everything like that, and just kind of getting as much experience as possible. You know, that's like super duper important.
Yeah, but then it's
muy importante.
Man, I know my brother. He's trying to like figure out this whole internship thing, and because he's doing coding and programming and that type of stuff. I think he told me he's going for some sort of design of some sort, computer graphics. Which I don't know what that entails. If that means like graphics of which pertain to computer, or computer graphics meaning the graphics that you see on your, I don't know, on your computer. That is, I don't know. But one of the dilemmas he's been facing is like, well, I need to get an internship, but I can't get an internship without experience.
Oh my god, dude, that's so fucking frustrating.
So yeah, that's great.
Dude, trying to get into the veterinary field was so fucking hard. Like, I could not tell you how many times I put in applications and would get like interviews and stuff, and they would ask me about experience, and I was like, I just finished school, I just did an externship at this place, and they're like, oh, you need more experience to be here. And I'm like, bro, this is an entry-level position. Like, how am I supposed to get experience without going into this entry-level position?
Exactly. I've been going on Indeed and just kind of looking at jobs, because I have been considering a full-time job, since I'm not really sure how I feel about school right now. If I don't know how I feel about school, maybe I should just sit on a full-time job for a while and see how that goes, is what I'm thinking. And yeah, there's a lot of like, obviously I'm looking for entry level jobs because I don't have a degree.
Right.
And I'm like, oh well, let's say for example that ALNA AV technician thing I was talking about. They said no, they said it was an entry level job and you didn't need a thing like a degree technically. But it's like, it's recommended that you do, and as soon as they say that, that means, oh yeah, if you don't got a degree, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
Because some homie with a degree already, it's gonna go right past you. Because that's how the world works. Right.
I
now.
mean, I think it's kind of fucked up that you can go to school and get a degree, and then you're just getting, front of the line into an entry level position. That
Zach, you know what we call that? Pay to win.
Bro,
I'm a free to play player, Zach. This is some bullshit.
Bro, it's like 2017 Call of Duty right now.
Exactly. This is the fucking Advanced Warfare type shit. I got all the supply drop variants, dog. I got a better gun than you, dog.
The workforce got nothing on EA though.
I don't know, man. I'm stressing right now. Have I mentioned yet, Zach? This episode is just I'm stressed.
I think that should be the title.
I'm stressed out, and I'm going to give us white hair.
Yes. Wait, do you want to see my hair to make it white?
Maybe yes. Maybe. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. He's gonna take off his headset, and he's gonna take off his hair, and he's gonna fluff his hair, and he's gonna go to his camera, and it's not there. Oh, then he's gonna go to his camera, and he's gonna look at the camera, at the lens, and he's gonna wink at the lens, and then that's all. This episode is derailed incredibly. Oh man, I was at did I mention I was at my friend's party?
You did.
You did, yeah. I did, yeah. And I mentioned the Jackbox, man. Oh, I mentioned that I asked if you wanted to play some zombies later tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think I can anymore because I'm babysitting. But
fuck.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you know how it goes when we try to plan a gaming thing. But it's bad timing. I mean, I already knew a lot of my family wanted to do things for, the holidays and stuff. So of course I'm gonna have to babysit if I'm not working. I already knew this was coming, but it's all good. I'm babysitting a little cousin of mine. He's pretty cool.
You're like, Mom, I want to go play video games with my friends.
Instead, I'm gonna play video games with my cousin, little cousin. I'm gonna bring my Wii. It's gonna be sick. Do you know I don't know if this is something I should mention. I should even talk about on stream, or not on stream, but on camera. But like, those like cracked Wiis and like cracked game consoles they're basically just an emulator of a bunch of different games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know my aunt, she was thinking of, it's so funny. She was like, hey Arthur, like she described this thing and immediately, I don't know if this is what she meant, but this is what I pictured in my mind because it's how she described it, right? This game. And she was like, oh, there's a console and you turn on the console and then a bunch of games start coming out. You can pick from the games. I'm like, oh, so like a modded console? And she's like, yeah, how do I get one? Can I buy it? I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, I have a GameCube emulator.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants to get that for her kid, but I'm like, dude, you have to like buy it like off like eBay and shit, and that's probably a lot of money unless you know how to do it yourself. Of which case, I'm not going to hold anyone responsible whether they do it themselves or not.
That sounds a little bit illegal.
That's not something I condone. But yeah, I was like, dude, how I don't know where to get that thing. That's kind of funny, but because I know he likes the Wii a lot, which is fun because he's a young kid. And normally you would think, oh, well, he fucks with the Switch and stuff. But then I bought a Switch. Well, I already had a Switch. But then I bought like shit like, what was it? Switch Sports.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which is fun. But he got bored of it real quick. Like real quick.
Ain't nothing gonna beat Wii Sports.
Exactly, right. I mean, I think Switch Sports is fun, especially the online aspect. Yeah. If you were to play it like that, for sure. But as far as like a fan, like get a bunch of people, whether it's 2 people or the whole family in, right? Mm-hmm. Slam some fucking bowling or baseball. You know what I mean? Is different than doing it in the Switch. I don't know what it is. I don't know it's the same exact thing, literally. I mean, the games are obviously different, and they're still bowling, but there's something about the Switch Sports that's not clicking the same as the Wii Sports.
It's like the second Jurassic Park movie.
Well said. Well said. Not necessarily bad, but something is not right.
Yeah, and you'll never be able to capture the same magic as the original. And the interesting thing is, Wii Sports Resort ended up taking the idea of Wii Sports and just kind of expanding upon it, which was cool. And obviously, it was different, but it was still.
I don't know, man. I like Wii Sports Resort a lot.
I do too. 100-pin bowling, that's my shit.
Oh yeah, dog. The fucking the sword fencing shit.
Oh yeah, the sword fighting.
The sword fighting, yeah. That was sick. I loved that thing.
Archery, that was super fun.
That was cool, yeah.
Yeah, just the. I don't know how they managed to do it with Wii Sports Resort, but they just kind of.
Did they have the biking?
They did, yeah.
They did. That was my shit. I love the biking. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was like wakeboarding, table tennis.
Dude, they did have a lot of shit. Oh my god. Yeah. So, but it still felt like Wii Sports because it was Wii Sports.
Yeah.
It was still Wii Sports, but it would. I mean, it had the same design language. It was as if Wii Sports had more games. Switch Sports is just almost a completely different game, and I'm not sure why. I mean, there's like these little avatar characters, and you kind of customize it, and I guess that's cool. Maybe if you're really into like the whole online aspect, because there's an online aspect, and you can like unlock things. Like you unlock, it's like a fucking gacha. You like unlock emotes and stuff through a random, like a crate or a supply drop type thing, or a gacha. And you can unlock emotes, and you can unlock avatar customizable things like hair, hats, things like that. And it's kind of cool, but I don't know. I couldn't see myself just like I could play like Wii Sports like literally every fucking day.
I did for a while.
I did too. There was a there was a fitness portion, right? Do you remember that?
Wii Fitness.
The Wii Fitness. Well,
the sports fitness.
Well, there was
thing?
the sport. Well, Wii Fit as well, which was kind of fun. But there was the Wii Sports, and then there was a version where it was just focused on fitness.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even remember what it did, but it was just a thing. I'm pretty sure it just like tracked something, maybe caloric burn. I don't know. I don't know if it can even. Maybe it was just, I don't even know if it had that information to do so.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I think it was more of just like if you did it every day, it was this program thing. I don't know. Oh man, Wii Fit was so cool though. Like with the board and shit. I loved that shit. I genuinely played it like every fucking day. Just because it was fun.
Bro, there was a game, I can't remember what it was called, but it was something outdoor adventure. And it had like the mat with the buttons on it. And
I don't know if I know that one.
So, I don't know. It was a little bit.
It was on the Wii?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it obviously wasn't nearly as popular as like the Wii Sports and
Sure.
But it was definitely really, really fun, and there were a bunch of different games that you could play on it. And it did something similar where it would track like every day, like how long you were playing for, what games you were playing, how well you did, everything like that. And that shit was fun.
It was
like,
fun.
I would be playing that game with my brother, and we'd be playing for like 2 hours, and by the end of it we'd be like drenched in sweat, like dying a little bit, just because like we're going hard, we're having a time.
Yeah.
And so like there was something.
And that's how you exercise as a kid.
Right.
Play some fucking Wii Sports, bitch. Or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah. And when we were playing the Wii, like when it first came out, God, I can't believe like we had it at launch basically.
I know, we did as well.
Fuck, I'm old. When we got it when it first came out, we were doing it properly, like standing up to like bowl and like all of this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it was. I think maybe that is it, because in this when we're playing Switch Sports, I was sitting the fuck down. I'm on the couch. I'm bowling on the couch. I'm sword fighting on the couch.
Yeah.
Nothing about it encourages me to stand up.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what that is, because you for sure can stand up. But there's something about Switch Sports that does not encourage me to stand up. Wii Sports, I'd fucking stand up for some damn bowling, some baseball.
Of course, you would have to.
You'd have to. I think the sensor would just freak out if you didn't.
Maybe that's what it is.
The sensor is way too. It's so good on the Switch that it just can do it even if you're sitting down. Maybe that's why. Because you had to have like it's an external sensor that you plugged in. You put on the top of your fucking TV.
You want to know something funny?
Huh?
I found out that sensor was just like it wasn't to tell the Wii where your remote was. It was to reflect back to the remote, and then the remote would tell the Wii where it was. So I've seen people use two candles on top of their TV as a sensor for their Wii, and it works.
That's what I realized as well, because one time, this is recently, because we moved the Wii upstairs. Mm-hmm. Because we're playing whenever the same cousin would come over, right, and I would babysit them, and then we would play over. Nobody knows what over there means, but over there is like my mom's office, and she has a TV. I'm like, well, shit, fuck, man, fuck. Let's just play here for now, right? Because why not?
Yeah.
So I bring the Wii up, and I don't have the sensor. I didn't bring it with me upstairs, and it was still working. Like I was pointing and shit. It wasn't great, but it recognized it. I was like, that is weird. That was the first time I realized that. That was the first time I noticed that. It was fascinating, but it was very awkward because you're trying to move this this miscellaneous pointer that has no concept of where it's at in space and time.
Yeah,
but it was working. Pretty funny. But oh man, I will say though, I have considered things like now that I've begun to work out more on things like not that I would get one, but like Beat Saber and stuff, like for VR.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Or like exercising. I would get VR, one, because the technology is cool, but two, for working out, because I've seen like people working, doing Beat Saber, doing exercise type games. Like I've seen climbing simulators or whatever the fuck, however that would work, or just these general exercising things.
Okay,
and they do pretty well.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do you know the game Super Hot for VR?
Yeah.
That game is so fucking cool. I want to play it so bad.
I do as well. See, it's like I don't VR is because I remember I almost said I'm going to say the words. I remember a time when when VR wasn't really it. There was like the first whatever it was, maybe the Oculus or whatever it was,
I think
the
it was the
PlayStation VR thing as well. Vive, something like that. I don't know. And it was cool, but it wasn't really it. And there was also one of the earliest ones, the Xbox Kinect, which is kind of technically VR. It's more of what I assume is like a more of a LiDAR sensor type thing where it distinguishes the depth within the room and it kind of grabs you. But it was like, it's cool, but only for so long. Something about VR is just, I don't know, because I know this sounds hypocritical, but depending on the game, like if I'm playing like Wii Sports, I'm standing up, right? But if I'm playing literally anything else, I'm sitting down.
Right.
I don't want to stand up. So that makes it so, if I'm going to play Wii Sports, or if I'm going to play a game that requires me to stand up, I will. But otherwise, any other game I'm playing on the Wii, like Smash and shit, I'm just sitting down. I don't give a fuck, because that's fine. Yeah. But the VR, for example, like let's say like the new Oculus Quest, right? Like the coolest one that's like only $300 now, which is a lot of money, but compared to like whatever the fuck like $800,000 VR sets were before, especially for a wireless set, it's pretty good. But that is purpose made for you to stand up for every single game. Well, not every game, but that's basically what it's for. And this interactive moment, even if you're sitting down, this whole thing, right? This whole shebang. And that's a lot of investment just to play a game, like let's say every day, right? Even if it's cool, that's a lot.
I mean, I feel like we need a reason to like stand up and walk around a little bit.
I get it, but
I mean,
not every game.
Well, right. But also there are specific games that are like designed for VR that, like you were saying with Switch Sports, how it didn't really feel like it gave you a reason to like get up and move around and everything like that. Like the one of the reasons why this game is so infatuating, say like Super Hot, for example, one of the reasons why it's so cool is because you can move around this 3D space and dodge bullets and shit. And then, you're within this space that you can run around and do a bunch of shit.
Right.
And there's definitely an appeal for that. So I think it's really cool. And like if I could afford it, I would totally 100% play VR all the time. Like I love that shit.
No, for sure. I've never tried it, but I would too. But the only thing is, again, if I can afford it, because I don't know if I would pay money just for that experience. Oh, okay, that's a lie. I mean, obviously you got to pay money for that experience, but I don't know if I would front the money like right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, that would make some quality streaming content.
It would, but then I don't know. I feel like streaming would suck ass to get it working and stuff. It would be cool though. But you know, I mentioned the Ring Fit Adventure, like for the Switch.
Yeah.
I would fuck with that hard. Like honestly, I don't know if I mentioned it. Yeah, like Ring Fit Adventure, the ring and shit. Mm-hmm. First of all, that would be really funny on stream. Mm-hmm. But also, I compare that to like Wii Fit. Mm-hmm. And it's way more intensive. I've seen it. People are dying.
Yeah.
Like people are in physical pain playing Ring Fit Adventure, and it's hilarious. But that's a good thing because a lot of these people probably don't exercise as much, you know?
Yeah.
Who are playing this game, and that's fine because that's okay. That's the point of this game, right? Mm-hmm. And it makes this whole thing where you're gamifying exercising and stuff, right? Yeah. And that's kind of what you want, and that's how you motivate yourself. I want to reach this next level, this next stage. In order to do that, I have to crank these fucking crunches real quick, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then you finally make that, and you get that tangible reward. And if someone isn't really inclined to working out a lot, and you know, who is like into actually physically doing it and not necessarily receiving any tangible reward, right? Mm-hmm. Then it's a good motivator. I've been thinking, this is a good segue. Good job, Arthur. Because we're talking about Black Friday. Like fitness watches.
Oh, yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I don't know, because, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see myself buying an Apple Watch.
I don't either.
I love the tech. I mean, you have an Android, but I have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
But you got a Samsung watch or whatever it was, right? And you don't really use it very much.
The only reason why I don't use it very much is because I always used it for work, and so now it's kind of a little bit yucky.
For sure.
It's
like I can see that.
It's like my work watch, basically.
Oh, we're not gonna have a denoiser this episode, so you're gonna hear this truck outside.
What the truck?
All right, sick. Thank you, truck. So, anyways,
thanks, truck.
So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's right. So,
Fit watches.
The Fit watch, that's right. So I have it. Okay, I'm a tech guy, right? I enjoy tech. Tech is very cool. I don't know if I would spend that much money just for an Apple Watch. Like honestly, as a guy who enjoys, I like the Apple Watch. Like I think it's cool, especially if you are a power user who would utilize that. Mm-hmm. And I think I probably would. I just don't know if I would spend that type of money.
Even if I had an iPhone, I don't know if I would go the Apple Watch route.
Exactly. Unless someone gifted it to me, maybe. Then probably. I mean, obviously, if I got it for free, then yeah, I would use it, right?
Fuck yeah.
But then I think about, okay, well, what are these alternatives you can go for? And then it would just be fitness watches. Just not Fitbits specifically, but, you know, just fitness smart watches, basically. Mm-hmm. That can also carry out functionalities such as maybe connecting to text messages and stuff like that. So it's more purpose fit for fitness, right? And I've been talking about, you know, getting motivated to work out and having that gamifying the process. Mm-hmm. Because I do work out and I do exercise, but not like intensively. And sometimes I skip it because I just can't be asked, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So I think a lot about, well, what if I how do I say? Yeah, get like a Fitbit or something along those lines. And you can leave it there. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine. This is where I want it to be. It's all good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We were always at -6 at the compression level.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I just got really scared because I looked over and it was just like
red?
-5, -6. And
yeah, that's fine. I can get really loud and just not go past that, Zach. It's fine. There's compression. Don't worry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I know these things, Zach. Come on.
I was just making sure.
I know, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Zach was messing with the audio because he was scared because he saw some red.
Yeah, I was scared because it looked like it was about to be.
You go back to quip. We can't quip. But it's okay. Anyways, so like these whole fitness things, right? I don't really necessarily care for the metrics, like the heart rate and stuff, and the caloric. I mean, it would be cool, but those numbers are arbitrary to me at the moment because I don't really care for that. I don't even know what a normal heart rate is. 90, 80?
80.
80? Okay, I was a guess. I fucking have no clue. And I don't really keep track of my caloric intake. I know that's a good thing to do, even whether you work out or not, but I don't. I just eat food, and when I'm full, I'm full. And I've remained under 150 since freshman year. So I don't know. I guess I'm doing fine. But what I would do it for would to be to motivate you to work out more, right? Mm-hmm. So like it would say, hey, time to work out or whatever, you know what I mean? Or hey, you got to beat this goal. And, you have basically that quote-unquote trainer to put you into that thing, right? Because I don't go to a gym, right?
Right.
If I went to a gym and with other people, then that would be it, right?
Yeah.
That would be my motivating factor. But I don't do that.
Right. And even if you had like a step counter goal, like you wanted to take this amount of steps every day.
Yeah.
And that was like the only thing that you had set up that was like a daily reminder type thing. I'm sure that you would probably benefit from that too, because you have to find something to do when you're up and moving around and all of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like you'll find solutions to that. And I know that Jackson had a Fitbit for a really long time and he really liked it. I know that I used the step counter just out of curiosity.
Sure.
When I would go on trips and stuff, I would bring my watch with me and just kind of see how many steps I could take and like how far I walked in a day. There were times where at Disneyland we walked like 7 miles in one day. Yeah.
That's surprising. I would think it would be less after sitting there fucking waiting for hours.
Yeah. It would have been more if
it would have been more. I would have ran a marathon.
I would have walked a 10K if it wasn't for the damn lines, but yeah,
that fast pass.
Fast pace. But yeah, just that idea of like being able to track how much you're doing throughout a day, just because it's so hard to remember what I fucking do in a day.
Oh yeah.
And being able to look at, the app or look at your watch and see how many steps you took today as opposed to yesterday and the day before.
Sure.
And just kind of using that as like motivation, like, oh man, I need to get up and move around more tomorrow or whatever that might look like. But yeah, I think that would be really good. I'm sure that you would probably benefit from that a lot.
Thank you. The one I'm looking at right now is like a Xiaomi one. Which is
Ooh.
interesting, right? Interesting choice. You may be thinking, Arthur, Anuki, why a Xiaomi one? Are you a Xiaomi fanboy? Of which case, kind of actually, I like their stuff, but but it seemed the coolest. Like I was looking at, as one does, I go on YouTube, best budget smartwatch fitness tracker,
Yeah.
budget's the important one, right? Or under $50, that type of thing. Yeah. So what everyone does, because I'm like, oh, I don't really want to spend that much money, but I also don't want it to be bad, but I don't want it to be good. And I've learned, obviously there's like the $100 plus ones, but when you get into the budget area, in general, as long as they're accurate, they're gonna do the same thing and produce the same number. This is general speaking, by the way. I'm not a health expert or anything. I know these things can deviate. I understand that, especially with their accuracy, what type of sensor they use, things like that. But I'm a normal person,
Right.
So you can get pretty cheap with these. So, like, let's say, like even to like the $30 to $40 range.
Okay.
And then the extra amount of money comes with just the more bona fide better features. So like it will come with the same things. Let's say like as a $30, this $50 watch will come with basically relatively the same things as a $30 watch, but it'll also have a better screen and a better OS and just overall and better build quality, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, as you get higher up, that's basically what they're stacking onto. And then obviously once you break like $100 or something, again, this is general, then you get better sensors and things like that. So that's what I've come to understand generally again. So I think $50 is a good place to sit. The problem is I was hoping the Xiaomi one, which is $50, the Mi Band 7, I believe it's called. It's pretty cool. It's more like an oval shape rather than a square or a circle.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. And you can change the watch face so I can put an anime girl on it. So obviously that's a winner, right?
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
But it didn't go on sale for Black Friday. It's still $50.
What the fuck?
I know, right? It's Black Friday. Let me check again. We'll do a live check right now. Let's go.
Live from the studio.
Live from the studio. Black Friday. Oh, yeah. Epic deals. Black Friday. Jeff Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos. I think it's so funny that we're filming this on Black Friday and then it's going to be like 2 weeks removed from Black Friday.
Oh, gosh. This is why we can't do timely things. Yeah, it's still $50.99, which is still a good deal. Like, for a smartwatch. But I couldn't have gone like a little bit under, just like a teeny bit.
Can I see what it looks like?
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, well, that's cute.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a new age Fitbit almost.
Right. I think Fitbits do have this kind of ovally shaped type thing, right?
That's cool.
Generally, yeah.
I like that.
Amazon
Bro,
has
your phone. It has like a good weight to it.
Thank you. There's no Rhino shield case on it, but not that out at weight. But yeah, the 13 is like usually just a little bit more. I think since the 12 and the 13, they've increased the bulkiness for better battery and things like that. Also, this is the Pro, so it has a it has a steel thing and also different backing and stuff, and also bigger fucking cameras. So yeah, it needs to be a little bit more chunkier, because if I was flailing around a fucking piece of thin metal and glass,
iPhone 6.
and that just wouldn't be ideal, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's good. But that's what you get with like a Pro, I guess, right?
I mean, I threw my phone over
You did throw your phone over there. But you just have the standard one, right? The S22.
S21.
Sorry, 21 rather, but not like the Pro Ultra Max thing, that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that one would probably be a bit heavier.
Yeah.
I would assume. I mean, I don't know these things. I should know these things, but I don't. It's been a while. Ever since I've left the smartphone space and just went into, just whatever, I can upgrade my phone with. Here. Now I don't care anymore, because I realize it's just a better way to go.
Yeah.
Which can say a lot. But you know what I do need to do? I'm sorry. This is a weird tangent. I need to change my screen protector, because there's been a crack on it for months. And you,
Arthur, do you want to know something horrible?
You may be thinking, hey, why? I wonder why there's a crack on there.
Gee, I wonder why. Do you want to know something kind of horrible?
What?
My phone doesn't have a screen protector on it.
Ooh, yikes. I don't have a case, so, pick your poison.
Yeah, so I did buy screen protectors for it, but with those screen protectors, I couldn't use the in-screen fingerprint.
Oh, interesting. That means the screen protectors are shit, Zach. I'll get you some good ones. But you're not wrong. That does require like a lot of really good censoring stuff, so you're not wrong. So I could see that, yeah. An extra layer of glass may make it difficult. I've seen that be an issue. But yeah, I'm just screen protector life. I bought another one. I just can't be fucking asked to put it on, Because honestly, putting on a tempered, or just a screen protector in general, or even a tempered glass one, it's such a fucking pain in the ass. Like, you gotta.
Oh my god, dude!
You gotta like clean it first with maybe not with alcohol. I've heard not to do that, but make sure there's no dust on it. You wipe all the dust off. You go to put it on, another speck of dust drops on it. You're like, fuck, dude! And you gotta take the speck of dust off and try and go fast. But you don't want to go too fast, because then then you make cause too much bubbles, and you take the bubbles out, and there's a bubble that just won't fucking leave, Zach. No matter how hard you squeegee it out, it doesn't want to leave.
Bro, do you remember the early days of like plastic screen protectors where you could not put a screen protector on without like 5 bubbles being there?
My image of an early day plastic screen protector is that there's just bubbles around the entire ring of the phone.
Oh my god!
There's just a ring.
And it was especially bad when you had like a case that would even touch that part of the screen.
Exactly. It was just like, why are we doing this? I'm glad we're better, but it's still sucky. I think, honestly, I like that better. I know this is going to sound weird. I like that better because there's just it shows this. I just don't care, right?
Yeah.
When there's just one bubble that you just cannot remove, that's the worst, because it sticks out. If it's a whole ring, it's consistent, and you just block it out of you block it out of your focus.
Yeah.
As you consume content. Obviously, you show it to someone else and they think it's cringe, because it is cringe. But that one bubble or that one speck of dust that ended up getting in between, that's the worst.
It's so annoying.
I have one, Zach. One singular speck of dust. It's right here. I can point it at it every single fucking time, because that's how much I see it. I see it every single time. Sometimes I'll be watching my anime like this,
Yeah.
As one like this.
Yeah.
And then I see it and I'm like, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it bothers me. Am I just weird? Is that just me? You can say it's just me.
No. It's funny that you bring that up, because the last phone I had, my iPhone, I had a screen protector on it, and it used to be my mom's phone, and I just didn't bother to put a new screen protector on it when I got it, just because it was just kind of like whatever. And I didn't notice this until I had been using the phone for a bit, but it had like a bubble with like a line through it.
Oh.
It was super bizarre. I had never seen anything like it before. And
Wait, with the screen protector? When you put it on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just stayed there. Like, no matter what I tried to do, it was just there forever. And I could never get rid of it. And I could have just got a new screen protector and just been like, oh, yeah, whatever. Fuck this screen protector.
Mm-hmm.
But I was too stubborn for that. And I was just like, you know what? This is just going to be my life now. And I get to deal with the consequences of my actions.
It's so annoying. It's right there, Zach. It's from Rhino Shield themselves, because I like their tempered glass screen protectors. They're the best ones that I've used so far. And also, since I use a Rhino Shield case, it's compatible. So that helps, right?
Right.
But I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't want to sit. I'm going to rip this off. Cool. Wipe it up. Like, fucking basically just throw it in an alcohol bath.
Right.
Right. And then, okay, no dust. Fuck. Okay. No dust. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so.
And God forbid.
Why?
God forbid.
God, smite me down.
Bro.
I don't know where the second wind came from, but I've just gotten randomly angry.
And do you want to know something worse than that, Arthur? Do you want to know something worse than that?
What is worse?
Have you ever gotten a fingerprint on the bottom side of your screen protector?
Oh, that's such bad EBGBs. That doesn't come off. It's sticky.
It becomes a texture of the adhesive, Arthur. And I'm sorry that I'm talking into the microphone like this, but you need to know that I'm a very fucking angy.
No, I understand. Your angy is warranted, because that is tough. That is tough. My DNA has been imprinted into my unique mark has been imprinted forever. You know what? They should come with 2 glass screen protectors. I think some do, but some don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should come with 2 by default. In case you fuck one up, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Not so you don't have to buy a second one. I think it's literally... I mean, that sounds like a waste, I know. But we're going to fuck it up. Like, you fuck the first one. It just has... I think, if anything, it's not... I mean, obviously, if you first try the first one, then sick, you get a second one. That could just be a cool feature. Mm-hmm. It should just be a safety net where if you get the first one, and you're like, fuck. Then you're okay to snap it in half and throw it away.
Yeah, and then when you... I mean, the best part is when you get it on the first try and you've been blessed by the gods, then that second one is just going to magically disappear and you're never going to be able to see it ever again.
Honestly, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've bought tempered glass screen protectors for phones I used to have, maybe for my Pixel or my iPhone 11 or something, right? Mm-hmm. From different brands that come with 2. And I've used one of them. I don't know where the second one is. Even if I don't have that phone anymore, what if I still did? Where did the second one go? The damn leprechauns took them, Zach.
Bro,
along with my sock.
Pack of 5? That fucking sucks.
Pack of 5? It dissolves in the air by the time after a certain time period.
Bro, it melts and becomes one with your dresser drawer.
It disperses into the atmosphere, Zach. Along with the cardboard box that you kept it safely in.
Along with that extra charger cable that you knew that you had in there.
Next to the HDMI cable that you'll never use.
And the left sock in those socks that are labeled left and right. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah. I need more socks, Zach. I realize this now that we mentioned it. I'm running down on socks.
Bro.
Not that I'm losing them, but nice. Speaking of which, nice socks.
Dude, so I'm
you always have the coolest socks. I'm very lame. I just have black and white socks.
So for the people who don't know, well, I mean, I would hope that you wouldn't know because I never show my feet on camera, but I ended up starting this trend of like wearing random weird socks. Mm-hmm. Ta-da! Wait, focus. There we go. Yeah. So I just wear random, colorful, fun socks with weird designs on them. And that's just kind of been my life. And I honestly, it started as a joke from my parents because, you know, the joke is you always get socks and underwear for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And so they just kept doing that for like 5 years.
Of course.
And so now my sock drawer is just full of random socks that have no correlation to one another.
But that's fun. You know what, Zach? My third wind has hit. You know, Zach, they say like the whole stereotype of, oh, they only give me socks and soap and shit like that, right?
Bro, I love that shit.
Exactly. Yes, I knew you're on my side. You know, I haven't lived alone yet, right? But I have gotten to the point where, listen, I thought that what the fuck is it called? Irish Spring or whatever? That damn bar of soap that probably costs like 5 cents. I thought that was just an infinite supply that regenerates inside the cupboards.
Yeah. But
when I ran out one day, I was like, Zach, I've been alive for 22 years. There's a monster spawner inside that cupboard, Zach, that spawns Irish Spring soap boxes. I mean, I use body wash personally.
Yeah.
But it's there, you know, as an option in case you run out of body wash and you don't want to be asked to go buy new body wash.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, there's none in there.
What the
fuck? There's always one in there. No, and there's always like 20 in there.
Bro, the three best things, I would say, my top 3, or you know what, let's go top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Socks, underwear, soap, body soap or hand soap, deodorant.
That's a good one.
And let's see. Ooh, what's another really good one? I'm trying to think.
So you have a soap, you have socks.
Underwear.
Body wash. Oh, you said underwear. I was gonna say underwear.
Oh wait, no, I didn't say underwear.
But what did you say? Wait.
Okay, wait. Okay.
So, socks.
Okay.
Soap.
Socks, soap, deodorant.
You just,
underwear.
Yeah, underwear. You just said underwear. The fifth one. What would the fifth one be that you don't think about? Probably like lint sheets or some shit like that. I don't know.
Dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets. Pots and pans. Oh, thank you.
I'm trying to think of like, because that's like some stocking stuffer type shit. Like
right.
I'm trying to think.
I want to say toothpaste, but nobody really gifts toothpaste. But I'd be pretty stoked if someone gave me toothpaste. I'll be honest.
Bro, that's like a stocking stuffer classic. Like they'll give us a toothbrush and toothpaste. Like the traveling ones.
Oh,
you know
the traveling ones are nice.
Yeah, okay.
They're little shits, right? And you're like, oh, why would you ever use them? But when you go traveling and you don't want to bring your big tube,
yeah,
you want to bring the teeny tiny one.
Yeah. You don't want that shit to get spilled all over your fucking clothes and shit.
I used to have so much of those, and for some reason, they're just gone now. I have a few of them now, but they're just gone.
Bro, they've been Thanos snapped out of existence.
They have been. Again, they dissolve within the into the atmosphere. They turn into carbon waste.
Okay, so let's update the top 5
okay,
list.
Sure.
Socks, underwear, soap, deodorant,
yep,
toothbrush and toothpaste.
Wait, did you just count 5 and say 4?
Wait, fuck.
Wait a minute. I was watching you. You moved from 4 to 4. Go on.
Okay.
Socks.
Socks, underwear, deodorant, soap, and
toothbrush,
toothpaste.
Toothbrush/toothpaste. Toothbrush and/or toothpaste.
Yes.
Dude, I'd be stoked if someone slammed some 3D Crest inside a box, bro. Shit.
Bro. Some Colgate? Fuck yeah.
Yo, I'd be stoked. I'm like, hell yeah. Maybe we are old and the mundane things excite me.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't want to go to the store and buy fucking Calvin Klein underwear.
Every now and then, I don't, because it's always just for that.
Yeah.
It's not for anything else. I don't get any groceries or anything. I just go for that and I go back home.
Yeah.
And, part of me in my brain is like, Arthur, don't buy it from Bezos. Just get the fuck out of your house. Yes, I know. But I'm like, fuck.
And then you got to go to Winco and just...
you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
See, I feel like this is a perfect example of how easy it is to make a guy happy.
Yeah, or just give a gift.
Yeah. Because
you give me some Old Spice, I'll be a happy man. Dude, I'll be a happy boy.
Old Spice Fiji? Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dog. Give me some body wash. I'll be fucking lit.
Dude, yeah. It's
New computer? No. Lifetime supply of body wash that doesn't expire? Now you're talking.
Dude, stonks. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
You only have to buy a graphics card once and then you sell it. You have to buy body wash every damn month.
It really do be like that.
You know what I mean? It's an infinite purchase loop. You know what I think? You know the myth? I don't know if it is a myth. I don't know if it's been bunked or debunked or whatever the fuck, bunk bedded, but how you shouldn't bedunked, how you shouldn't shampoo your hair every day.
Yes, that is true. Actually.
I believe that is true. Yes, or just wash your hair every day in general. Yeah. I've heard because it gets oily or it dries your hair faster or something like that.
So it's interesting because when I grew my hair out the first time, that's actually something that I saw firsthand, where my hair got like super thin and dry and flaky and crusty and gross, and that's because I was washing it every day. And then I went to, I mean, this sounds gross, but like I wash my hair maybe like twice a week.
I mean, that's fine. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously you shower and you wash the rest of your body.
Yeah.
But you avoid the hair.
Right.
I've begun to do that as well. And that's good that it's a myth, because in my brain, I've begun to think, oh, I wonder if our parents told us that just so we can save on shampoo. Because if you shampoo, for example, once every other day, then your shampoo lasts twice as long.
Yeah. God, dude, I have like a giant thing of shampoo.
That's nice. We get it every now and then. It seems my parents, or my mom, whenever they need shampoo or something, they buy like a pack, so we get to reap the benefits.
Oh yeah.
And also, I just have my own shampoos and such for my thinning hair and stuff, so it's like whatever.
Yeah,
so we usually get a bunch of shampoos, but yeah, I also have been trying to avoid that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thought of giving gifts. You know, I feel like we overcomplicate it, you know?
Well,
like,
obviously.
Yeah, like, you know, you put way too much thought into it, and you're like, fuck, I hope that they appreciate it. And like, for me at least, the fact that you bought me anything and like you thought, oh yeah, you know, I want you to have this thing, you know, I think that that's really, really awesome. And I'm appreciative of it, regardless of what it is.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me. Thank you. You know, it's as corny as it is, you know, the thought really does count. At least for me. Like, I don't care if you buy me one shirt or, you know, like
one sock. Just one.
one pair of socks that do not match.
One singular sock.
Imagine it matched one of my other socks.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Now I have 3. Shit.
And now the little washing machine elf can have this one.
There you go. That's a backup. You know what we call that, Zach?
Stonks.
The redundancy drive. That's RAID 0.
Oh, man. Dude.
Yep. That was the worst thing I've done yet. I'm so sorry. I think that's we're good. We can end it there. Yep. That was. Yep. That. Yep. All right. That's as worse as this show is gonna get, Zach.
Oh man, we haven't had a show that's gone this far off the rails in a while.
I think these are the most fun ones. It's these ones that are just like, man, I don't know the fuck they're talking about, but it's funny to just listen to them just kind of grasp at straws while they're thinking of topics and they don't connect at all. But guess what? I connected that damn thing. It's all in one nice present. Zach, this is why I write scripts. This is why I did honors English too. Use case. Use case. Use case. Someone has bingo now.
If you have bingo, leave it in the comments below. If you guys
said the thing.
I said the thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. And you know, there's another button there too that does some stuff. We have links to our socials down in the description. We also have like coffee, Spotify, all of that kind of stuff. And we also have some really cool videos that are popping up right here. So I think it'd be really funny if we did the other weird tangent-filled episode right here. And then...
You mean the one that was like I titled the worst episode?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Let's do that one.
What a terrible episode that was. What a terrible episode.
So let's do worst episode ever. And then let's do the I didn't realize that it wasn't on my camera.
No, it's okay. Yeah, the worst episode ever. 20 seconds.
Where's that? Okay.
Here, I got one. Go ahead.
Okay. So we'll go ahead. Now they're gonna pop up. Oh, we got worst episode ever.
Wait, I forgot what it was. I forgot which one I wanted to do now.
Let's do Alec. Yeah, that one was unhinged. Okay. Anyways. I love you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh my God.